Yo! What's up, everybody? We are back with another video. We're in the Diecast room, and today, guys, we have another Nitro unboxing. But first, before we get started, you guys know the drill. That's right, if you guys please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys could drop a comment down below, I don't care what it is super helps the channel out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all post notifications. You guys do not want to miss a video. Also, if you guys love Diecast as much as we do and are on Facebook, make sure you join our group, Team Nitro Diecast, if you want to support the Nitro movement and become part of the Nitro team. It's 100% free. Just type in Team Nitro Diecast on Facebook in the search bar, answer a few little random questions, and we'll approve your request. We'd love to hear from you guys, see your collections, see your guys' projects in the garage, anything and everything you guys want to post there. It's totally okay with me. You're part of the team when you join Team Nitro Diecast, and we'd love to have you become part of the channel here. All right, guys, are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse. Man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and
you guys know what it is. We are here in the Nitro Diecast room, and guys, let's not waste any time. We have a brand new case of premium Hot Wheels cars here. This is the newest Fast and Furious case. This is the Mix Q. And there is the number on the side of the box. We did pick this up pre-order through our friends over at One Stop Diecast. This video is not sponsored by them by any shape, way, or form. But anyways, guys, we do have a box I've ordered from them quite a few times now. Usually, once you start seeing the cars and cases start hitting on the internet, usually you'll have this case within your hands within about a week. So as long as you're patient, I'm patient. It works out really, really good. And honestly, guys, it's actually cheaper to buy them in a case. And you get all 10 cars, including the new Spectraflame Chase that is part of the Fast and Furious mixes now via 2026 for the 25th anniversary. But anyways, guys, let's slice this bad boy open and check out what's inside. I am so excited. Stand back from your screens because I have a knife. That's right. Watch your eyes. All right, let's slice this bad boy open. And we are going to get a first look at what's inside here together. And guys, we're just going to wing this baby and show you guys what it looks like when you guys get a brand new case. And yeah, guys, we are going to start it off from left to right here. All right, and the first car is the 2010 BMW M5. This is car number 4 of 5. And look at that beautiful, beautiful card art. I'm going to go ahead and kind of lay them out here in order as we pull them. And next up is my favorite and most excited from the set here. This is the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. And if you guys look closely, it does kind of have like a Spectraflame black sparkly look to it. And this is car number 1 of 5. Funny thing about this, guys, is we don't actually even have a premium Charger in the loose collection at all. So this is our first, and it is in Spectraflame variation. Look at that iconic wheelie from the first Fast and Furious. That is sick. And there should only be one of those per case, which is kind of a bummer. I wish they would just include 2. We have another 2010 BMW M5. We're going to set that right there. And, oh, looks like this is going to be the peg warmer of the set for sure. Another 2010 BMW M5. You do get 3 of these because they're only including 1 Spectraflame variation, which is just such a weird thing to me. But Mattel is going to do what Mattel does best. And car number 2 of 5. This one is beautiful. It is the 1970 Dodge Challenger. We do not have this in our loose collection yet. So I am super pumped to get my hands on one of these and crack it open. And it looks like you get another one of those, of course. And let's see here. This is car number 5 of 5. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser FJ60. We do actually have one of these in our loose collection. I believe it's in one of our hard cases right now. But there it is, car number 5 of 5. Once again, probably one of the peg warmers, being that just nobody really likes that vehicle from the franchise. And of course, you're going to get 2 of those Toyota FJ Cruisers. And last but not least, car number 3 of 5 is a beautiful one. It's a 2003 Honda NSX Type R with the red guts. Mia drove this in one of the Fast and Furious films. Super beautiful piece. This is definitely going to be a popular one from the set for sure. And last but not least, you get 2 of those 2003 Honda NSX Type Rs. And we're definitely going to be cracking some of these open. All right, guys, let's go through them one by one. And I've already unboxed some of them, except for the charger yet, because I want to get a good look at the card art before we crack it open. But guys, there is the set alongside with their loose variation. Of course, not the charger, because we only have one of those at the moment. But I think we're going to go ahead and crack it open for you guys here on the video. I know you guys want to see it, and then I got to hope that I can go out in the wild and actually get my hands on one. Guys, it has been tough out there. I know it's always been a little on the tough side, but guys, I think it's worse than ever hunting diecast. And you know what? It's almost a good thing, because maybe there's just more collectors, more people getting into this hobby. But to tell you guys the truth, I'm pretty sure it's only like 1 or 2 people in each city just taking it all and ruining it for everybody. But that's besides the point, guys. Check out this beautiful set of Fast and Furious cars here. Let's start it off here. It is the beautiful 1970 Dodge Charger. Love the card art. They're killing it with the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious right now. And I drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the Spectre Flame Chase variations. I do just wish there was 2 per box. It's awesome that they're doing a little bit of a different variation, kind of like Jada's doing with the remixes and the candy finishes. But come on, guys, we don't need to make anything harder to get. There's so many collectors out there. You can't just do 1 car per box. But look at this thing. This thing is absolutely beautiful. And guys, I think we need to crack this thing open and get a good look at it. And there she is. Look at that thing. It's almost like a like charcoal gray metallic type of a finish. I guess that's kind of how you'd have to do like a Spectre Flame black, of course. But guys, look at this thing. This is a big piece of diecast. It is heavy too, of course, with the metal base and the Real Riders and those chrome 5 spokes. This is a beautiful car. You got the chrome interior there. Beautiful. Look at this thing. Love everything from the tail lights to the side markers to the tampos. Of course, that big block blown engine sticking out the hood. That is the money shot for sure. This thing is beautiful. Love the raked stance. You got the big fat 5 spokes in the rear, and you got these smaller 5 spokes in the front. This thing is beautiful. Definitely going to be a hard piece to get, of course, being the Spectre Flame variation. Everybody's definitely going to be going for it. But drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this and think of the Spectre Flame variations. Over here, I did pull out the previous 2 Spectre Flame variations, the Eclipse and the RX-7, and we're going to get a good look at them here side by side. But yeah, look at these things. I absolutely love it. I wonder if they're going to keep going with this into 2027, 2028, and so on, or if this is just for the 25th anniversary there, as you see stamped on the card. But I absolutely love it. Now I need to find myself another charger so I can have a carded variation as well. I did sacrifice this one for you guys, so I hope you guys love me for it. But man, look at these things side by side. I cannot wait to see which one is next. I think it's going to be the Toyota Supra, and that is going to be absolutely insane. And on a side note, guys, I already put a pre-order in for the next set. I haven't even seen what's in the set yet, but I already put a pre-order in for it over at One Stop Diecast. And guys, look at these things. Man. Car number 205, another one of my favorites here from the set. It is the 1970 Dodge Challenger RT in Hemi Orange, and this thing looks so sick. Let's check this thing out a little bit closer here. You can see I have it cracked open as well. And once again, great detail from the taillights to the headlight. Love the RT stripe. Love the black on the hood. This thing is looking great. Once again, you got the fat 5 spokes in the rear, and you got the smaller ones in the front. And this thing looks so good. Look at the detail. Once again, a nice piece of heavy die cast. This is beautiful, especially if you love classic cars. Definitely a W from the set. I do think that this might end up being a little bit of a peg warmer just because, you know, it seems like the tuner cars and the import cars these days are today's kids' classics, but this is definitely one of my favorites from the set. You cannot go wrong with this. So you get yourself a Charger and a Challenger in this set, and that is freaking awesome. Car number 3 of 5 is the 2003 Honda NSX Type R. And you guys cannot go wrong with this thing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card art. Of course, let's get ourselves a closer look at the loose variation here from the headlights to the taillights. Once again, beautiful piece. And this thing is right-hand drive, being that it's the Honda version, not the Acura version here in the States. But this thing is beautiful. You got the red Honda emblems. And this thing looks beautiful. Nice paint. Red interior. This thing is sick. Definitely going to be a JDM favorite here from the set. So in my opinion, the first 3 cars from this set are absolute W's. And here's potentially one of the weakest links from the set. Sorry if you guys are BMW fans, but it's the 2010 BMW M5. And it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Awesome card art, especially with the flames coming out the back off their 2-step. But this thing is sick, actually. It's a pretty nice piece. Let's get a closer look at it. But being that there's only one Spectre Flame variation, there's going to be 3 of these. So that means this will be a lot easier to come across. But it's actually a really, really nice piece. And it's a really, really nice paint. I'm not sure if you guys can see the sparkle there or not, but a nice set of black wheels. Real Rider tires, of course. You get the quad tip exhaust there. You got the BMW badging. It's actually a really, really clean piece. You got the sunroof. The windows are halfway down. Just kind of a cool feature. You got the nice front bumper there. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Cool car, but like I said, being that there's 3 of them, I do think that this could be potentially the peg warmer from the set. And definitely a nice piece in my opinion. But drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking this one up. And last but not least, guys, another peg warmer from the set. You guys know this is going to be hanging just like the Toyota FJ Cruisers and all that stuff. But we have the Land Cruiser FJ60 here. And guys, I remember when I first started collecting a couple of these hanging on the pegs. So I definitely think this one is going to be a peg warmer for sure. But you got to get one to complete the set, especially for the 25th anniversary of the Fast and Furious. But beautiful piece. There's going to be 2 of these per box. But once again, like I said, it is kind of a little bit of a peg warmer. But let's get ourselves a closer look anyways. You can see here we have one unboxed. Really heavy piece of diecast, being that's a big, large, full-size SUV here. You got some meat on the tires there. Beautiful, beautiful silver alloy wheels. And, you know, it's just got a really different type of paint there. You can see that tannish cream paint there. Beautiful, beautiful color, honestly. And honestly, it's a pretty nice piece of diecast. If you guys are Toyota fans and do collect Toyotas, I do think that this is a piece you must get for your collection. I mean, I do like the stance on those wheels and tires. And you got good details, you got good tampos, all that stuff. So it's a really nice piece, but I do think it will be kind of left behind on the pegs. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this set thus far. I actually think it's a pretty good set. I think the first three are definitely the strongest. You know, the fourth isn't bad, especially if you like BMWs, but there is 3 of them per box, so I definitely think you're going to be seeing a lot of leftover BMWs and a lot of the Toyota Land Cruiser as well. I do think that the Challenger probably will get left behind a little bit here and there, being that it's a classic car, but I definitely think the JDM fanboys are going to be eating up that NSX, and of course the Spectre Flame Variation Charger, being so iconic from the first film. I just definitely don't think you're going to get your hands on these very easily. But we're definitely going to be on the lookout, hopefully, to run into one carded. I have been lucky here in the past. On the previous 2 sets, I was able to find a couple extras on the pegs, and it was hard. And guys, it wasn't easy, but I was able to get myself one. That way I had one carded in the collection, and of course was able to crack one open. I sacrificed my carded variation here today for the channel. But beautiful, beautiful set of cars. But drop a comment down below, guys. Let me know which one you guys think is the best and which one is your favorite here from the newest wave of Fast and Furious premiums. But honestly, a pretty nice set. I can't complain. I'd say the first 3 are really, really, really strong, like I said. And these first 2 are absolutely awesome. But that Spectre Flame Charger is a hot one for sure. I mean, look at that thing. Thing's definitely got some metallic going on in it. Doesn't look quite as cool as the Eclipse and the RX-7, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. And I am pumped. But this beautiful Hemi Challenger, this Challenger is a nice piece, guys. Whew. You guys know I'm a Fast and Furious fan, so I can't get me enough. But drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys really enjoyed the video here today. I know it wasn't a super, super long one, but we're going to be unboxing some more cars just like this in the future. So if you guys did like this video and you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all post notifications. You guys do not want to miss a video. And guys, what do you guys think is going to be the next Spectre Flame chase for the last quarter of 2026? I'm thinking it's going to be the Supra. Mark IV Supra. Mark my words, guys. I cannot wait to get it. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys' favorite car was and what you guys think. If you guys can, please smash that like button. It does help the channel out. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's go.
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't.